Thursday, March 27th, 2025, back at the dacha. And Murphy's Law. The day that I have off during the week, Thursdays, I decide to come out here and it's snowing. The rest of the week was actually sunny. So I thought, oh yeah, okay, it's going to be Thursday and I'm going to be going to the dacha. I'm going to be working in the sun. And it's snowing. No what? That's what they say. No what? Okay, well, I'm sure that this snow is not going to accumulate, hopefully. I should actually check the weather forecast. I didn't check it. Stupid me. Oh well. Okay, what am I going to do? Well, as I always do, I light the pechka, light the stove. I'm going to probably fill up the wheelbarrow with some firewood. And I'm going to start working on my arbor. So it's been 5 days since I've been here. And all I did was sand 2 posts. Well, actually, I did. I cut the pieces. I sanded 2 posts. And I even gave them that burn look. Okay. Oh, what's the temperature like? Let's go take a look. -2 below 0 degrees Celsius. There it is. So, -2 isn't that bad. I'm sure that if it was above 0, I wouldn't be standing in the snow here. It would have been raining, and I'd rather have the snow instead of the rain. Okay, well, what are we doing? Lighting up the stove. Let's go fire it up. Okay, so I lit the stove, and it'll take about 15-20 minutes to warm up the shop. It's probably, maybe even going to be a bit faster because it's not that cold inside here today. All right, let's go start working on building that arbor.
До -2. Пасмурно со снегом. Ветер северо-западный, умеренный. Ближайшей ночью -3 со снегом.
So there you go. Even the radio says that the temperature today is going to get to a high of -2, and in the evening as low as -3. So it's going to be kind of even. And that's that. There you go. So the temperature here at the dacha is the same temperature as they're forecasting on the radio. All right. Let's get that tachka, the wheelbarrow. Let's go load up the drova, the firewood, and let's bring it inside the shop. Let's go to work. So I decided to bring only a half a wheelbarrow load of firewood. And you're probably wondering, why is it only half full? Well, this wood here is this year's stock, and even though it's dry, it still has some moisture content in it. So what I want to do is I want to mix it with this right here with the dry stuff, and probably not going to burn any of the thick stuff. I'm going to save that for next year. So yeah, we got some nice pieces here, but it's not worth burning it this year because the heavy cold that we usually experience in January is not going to be here. We're not going to have -25. So I figured I'll mix some of this dry with some of this more moist wood, and that should be good. All right, let's go to work. Okay, there it is. So I'm mixing this over here. This is more of the wet. This side on the right is dry. And by having a mix, it'll burn longer. And that should be good. All right, let's go to work. Okay, I got my power cord all set up. Got my little Makita sander all ready. And I'm going to start working on these 2 pieces. And before I start sanding, I'm going to take a knife. And I want to take this bark off. It's much easier to take it off with the knife and then start sanding, instead of trying to chew through this with the sander. It just takes longer. So I already did one right here. So just get it down, take the bark off, and then I'll start with the sanding. All right, let's go to work. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So this piece right here is all sanded, and originally this is what they look like. So doesn't look too nice, but it takes a little while, and I sand them down, and the pieces start looking really good. All right, back to work. Okay, I'm at that stage now where I am ready to start burning the pieces using my little torch here. Okay, so there it is. Let's start burning. Okay, there it is, all done. And everything is burnt. Looks good. All right, so all the posts are done now. And the next time I come back, I'm going to continue working on the next section of the lattice. So the fire is almost pretty much burnt out. Just a few coals left. And that means it's time to start packing up and time to go home. Looks like the temperature has warmed up a bit. It is +2 degrees above zero. So with that said, it means that the snow is kind of more greasy as it's warming up. So that's that. Anyways, I was thinking while I was working about my greenhouse, the snow that I was shoveling in, what was it, 5 days ago, last Saturday. So today being Thursday. So last Saturday, I was putting in a ton of snow into there. And I'm wondering, did it actually melt? Because during the week, it was actually sunny. So I decided, I'm going to go check it out. Come on, let's go. All the snow that I was taking out here is already melted. Okay, but let's take a look at the greenhouse. Let's see what it looks like inside. Well, wouldn't you know it? Look at that. Like they say in Russian, всё потавило. Everything melted. All right, so there's a lot of moisture going into the ground. And if this is like this, I'm sure that one is the same, but let's go check it out. Ну вот, я так и знал. That's exactly what I thought. It's also melted. And I got a little bit of a lake here, a pond, a озеро, that's what you call it. But the good thing is a lot of moisture has gone into the ground, and the soil will be moist so that when my wife comes here to start planting, the soil is not going to be dry. Okay, I got everything all cleaned up. It didn't take that long. All I had was just the power cord out and the sander, put that away. And that's that. So what did I do today? I did 2 long pieces and 4 shorts. Had them all sanded down, burnt, and they are ready for assembly. So there it is. I don't know, how long did it take me? Probably 3.5 hours. You might be thinking, oh, what a waste of time. Well, I look at it the other way. I look at it as it was work therapy. Instead of sitting at home, I was in my own little world and I was building something. Something that I feel that when I leave out of here and I'm going to be driving home, I'll be feeling that I accomplished something. I did something today instead of just sitting around at home on a day that is like this. You know, you can't really go out anywhere. So what would I be doing? Watching TV or YouTube or something. But no, I came out here and I am that much closer to completing my arbor. Yeah. And it was also kind of cool to see that the snow has melted in the 2 greenhouses. Yeah. Okay, so if you like this video, it's a little bit shorter today, but oh well, it is what it is. Smash the like button. It does help grow the channel, believe it or not. It really does. Because the more likes that there are on the videos, it slowly starts bumping up the video for like recommendations and stuff. Also, leave a comment. Doesn't matter what language you use. Russian, English, Chinese, German, French, Italian, whatever it is. I could easily just hit the translate key and then I know what you wrote. So, you know, don't feel bad, or like in Russian they say, не стесняйся. You know, just don't worry about it. Just if you have a comment, write it down. And that also helps grow my YouTube channel. Like I always say, I don't get paid for this. It's just my hobby. My video YouTube channel is called Canadian living in Russia. So, what's it like living in Russia through the eyes of a Canadian? Yeah, you guys are probably saying, wow, that's all he does is go to the dacha. No, that's not true. I do a lot of other stuff, but I take pride in what I do when I go to the dacha, and I'm kind of keeping this little video journal on what I'm building. So over the last, 2.5 years that we've owned this place, we've transformed it a lot. If you want, you can just scroll back or go back to the beginning and see when we bought it, what it looked like. And after 2.5 years, all the work that we've been putting into it. So there it is. All right, I gotta go. Take care. And like I always say, paka paka.